Hello and welcome to Habano News. Today we're going to talk about Quai d'Orsay. Quai d'Orsay is one of the 27 brands of Habanos. Quai d'Orsay had two lives. The first one started in 1973, 50 years ago. The first cigars were released in 1974. This brand um, was initiated by the French finance minister called Mr. Valery Giscard d'Estaing, who in 1974 became the French president until 1981. And Mr. Giscard d'Estaing, who was a cigar aficionado, asked CETA, the French monopoly for tobacco, to ask Cuba Tobacco if they could make a cigar brand light, with light cigars, to be able to enjoy them with food, foie gras, French food, and also French wine and champagne. Because he found that most cigars were strong and they were overpowering the French wines and the champagne. So Cuba Tobacco accepted and they created the brand Quai d'Orsay. And the name comes from the avenue where the office of CETA was located, Avenue du Quai d'Orsay. So this brand had two lives. The first one started in 1974 with a line of beautiful cigars, and all but one were discontinued. And in 2017, uh, the second life started. So we're going to talk now about the oldest cigars, and I found a particularity is that all of the cigars, all of the vitolas that were discontinued had an equivalent in Davidoff and in Hoyo de Monterrey. Same vitola, of course, not the same blend, but for each Quai d'Orsay cigar, you had the same vitola in Davidoff and in Hoyo de Monterrey. So I'm going to talk about this, of course. Let's have a look now at the cigars of the brand. So the oldest cigar and the only one that is still being manufactured, that was initially released in 1974, is the Coronas Claro. The Coronas Claro is a Coronas 42 by 14.2 centimeters. So released in 74 and still being made now. And if you're looking at Davidoff, it's the same Vitola as Chateau Latour that was launched in 69 and discontinued in 89. And for the Oyo, it was the same Vitola as the Oyo du Roi, a Coronas. And the Oyo du Roi was discontinued in 2009. Now, if we look at the largest cigar at the time was the Imperiales Giulietta number 2, beautiful Churchill size. The equivalent in Davidoff was the Dom Perignon, which was made later in 77 and discontinued in 89. And in Hoyo de Monterrey, of course, there were actually two, the Concorde, which was discontinued in the 80s, and the Churchills, which was discontinued in 2012. Then we had the Panetelas, same length, 17.8 centimeters, thinner ring gauge. The cigar is a 33 ring gauge. It's a Ninfa, discontinued in 2010. And the Ninfas, this Vitola in Davidoff is called the 3000, and in Hoyo de Monterrey is the Longos. So the Hoyo de Monterrey Longos was discontinued in the 80s, and the Davidoff was, of course, discontinued in 1991 when the whole brand was discontinued for Cuban cigars. Then we had the Grand Corona, which is a Coronas Grande, 42 by 155, discontinued in 2006. The equivalent in Davidoff was the 4000, and the Hoyo de Monterrey was the Hoyo de Dieu, which was discontinued in 2014. Then we had the Coronas Claro Claro, which is still being manufactured now. Changed the name to Coronas Claro, not two Claros, only one Claro. So there was only one cigar left in standard production for Quai d'Orsay, which was the Coronas Claro in 2016. And then in 2017, they decided to change the brand, change the color of the ring, of the boxes, and this is the new color here, gold and orange. And they launched the number 50. So the number 50 is a 50 ring gauge, of course. Here it is, 50 by 11 centimeters. It's a D number 5. The Vitola is called D number 5, like a Patagas D5. And same year, they launched the 54, and this, the 54, 54 ring gauge, of course. And Edmundo Grueso is the Vitola 54 by 135. There's no other cigar with these sizes, so it's a unique cigar in the portfolio of Habanos. And then they decided in 2021 to release a new cigar, the number 52. Of course, 52 ring gauge. Here it is. And it arrived a few months ago on the French market. And here is the box. So here's the box, number 52, Quai d'Orsay. As you can see, there's one missing. I am smoking it now. Beautiful box. So this one is my favorite. In order, I prefer this one than the 54, than the 50. Taste wise, the 50 is very light for me. I like this one. 54 has more spices. Once you've tried them, let me know what you think. So I think that's all regarding this brand. I don't know if there's going to be a 56. There should be. BK has 54, 52, 54, 56. No 50. H.A. Upman Magnum 46, 8, 50, 52, 54, and 56. So we can hope to see a 56 if they can do a light blend to go with it. Something to look forward to. They also do a lot of regional editions. One of them is this one. This is the French regional edition Clemenceau. And the Clemenceau is a Giulietta number 2, just like the Imperiales. So if you want to taste something, could be at least is the size of the Imperiales or the Dom Perignon or the Churchill. It's a Churchill. 47 by 178. 50th anniversary of Coprova, the French distributor. And it was released in 2020. And they do a lot of other. They recently made a beautiful regional edition for Switzerland, which I have here. This is a 109, very trendy shape nowadays, trendy Vitola for the 25th anniversary of Intertabac, the French. Sorry, Intertabac, the Swiss distributor. Beautiful cigar. So it's a 50 ring side by 184. If you look at it next to the Churchill, it is bigger. by 6 millimeters, and the ring gauge is 50 compared to 47. Beautiful cigar. They come in a 50 cab. I made a video about it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Beautiful cigar. They went very fast because of the Vitola 109 and also a 50 cab. They age beautifully. So I hope you like this video. If you have any question, let me know. Let me know if you like this brand. I don't know if it's difficult to find. It's easy to find in France, in Switzerland. I don't know about the other countries. I haven't looked. I can't remember, to be honest. So let me know if you have been able to find this brand. Hope to see you soon, and goodbye.